back to Evolve, day 14. We are halfway there. So exciting. Let's have a seat. We're gonna come into a bound angle pose, AKA butterfly pose. Feet come together, knees fall open to the mat, sitting up nice and tall. I like to hold on to my ankles because it reminds me to open my chest and have a nice long spine. You can also place your hands behind you if that is more comfortable. We're going to close our eyes for a moment, and we're just going to take a couple breaths, becoming present on the mat, doing our best to leave our stresses off of the mat. And I would like to set an intention for class, for everyone, to be kind to themselves and not be so hard on yourselves, and just be grateful and content with where you are today. And that's not just in yoga, that's in everything. Everything in your life. Be happy with where you are and be kind to yourself. So we're gonna breathe in to the count of 4, and we're gonna exhale to the count of 8, counting in our heads. Let's start by taking a deep breath in and exhale. Deep breath in and exhale. Last one. Let's gently open those eyes. We're going to reach the arms up overhead as we inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to breathe in, open it up, and exhale. Breathe in again. Exhale, hands to heart. Breathe in to open. And exhale. Let's twist over to the right. Look over that shoulder. Keep that long spine. And come over to the left. Nice long spine. Look over that shoulder. And come through center. Let's melt our chest forward. You can hold on to the feet. If that skeeves you out, you can just keep your hands on the ground. Let your head hang heavy for a moment. Feeling those hips opening up, stretching through the thighs, the lower back. Take a deep breath. And let's slowly roll it up. We're going to stretch through our wrists. Let's place our hands on the mat, all 5 fingers on the mat, and just slowly begin to round through your upper back. You should start to feel a little bit of a stretch in the forearms here and the hands. And come back. Let's place our hands on the mat so the fingers are facing you. And again, round through the upper back. Chin comes to your chest. Feeling a nice stretch through those forearms and wrists. And come back to a straight spine. Let's just do a couple wrist rolls. Just warming up all the joints, especially the ones that we're on most of the time during our practice. So we can be nice and limber and fluid and not stiff. And so we don't injure ourselves, of course. And just wiggle through the fingers, open and close them. Believe it or not, fingers are very important parts of our body in yoga. And every day, right? Especially with as much as we type and text on our computers. It's very important that we're stretching through those parts of our body. They need it. Okay. Let's come into a cow face pose. So I'm going to bring my left leg on the bottom. And then I'm going to place my right leg on top. So the goal is to get the knees parallel, one over the other, right? So if you can't sit your knees directly over one another. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Just make sure you're comfortable. You can play around and bring the feet out a little wider, see if that's more comfortable. Maybe bringing them in is more comfortable. Make sure both sits bones are on the mat, and maybe one knee is over here and one knee is over here. Again, it's all about your body and anatomy, so there's really not a right way or a perfect way, so let's get that out of our heads. And that's with any pose. Everybody's anatomy is different, so somebody could be doing yoga for 10 years and they're amazing, and you're like, wow, she can do everything, or he can do everything. But there is a pose that that person cannot get down, I'm telling you. Or they're not as good at it as maybe somebody else. Because everybody's anatomy is different, and our bodies are built differently. And some people are more flexible in certain parts of their body. So that's why yoga is all about your journey where you are. So I just want to really, get that across, because it's not about how long Susie's been doing it, or Karen, or whoever. It's your journey with yourself, It's your mat. It's like your lone island, right? So think of your mat as your lone island, your very own island. It's just you, yourself, and your mat all the time. Even if you're in a class of 100 people. Okay, stop talking, Katie. Bring those arms out to the side. We're going to bring the right arm under the left and come into eagle arms. If you have trouble in eagle arms, you can either bring your forearms together or just bring the backs of the hands together. You can also grab onto the thumb. If you're able to, bring both palms together. Go for it. We're going to lift up to the sky as we inhale. And exhale, we're going to come forward, melt those elbows over the knees, if that is possible. If not, you can bring elbow to the knees. And let's take a deep breath. Try to keep those sits bones on the mat. And let's unravel. We're going to switch. Right leg comes under the left. Again, just playing around with seeing where the feet feel comfortable, and both sits bones on the mat. So just adjust your seat, sitting up nice and tall. This time, left arm comes under. And again, you can modify, or maybe grab a hold of that thumb, or both palms together. We inhale to lift, and we exhale to melt forward. Take a deep breath here. And let's slowly rise up. Shake it out. Let's come right into our tabletop. We're going to do some Subi circles, kind of a cat-cow variation. So just make it your own, fluid. You can draw big circles with the body. You can stay in one place. It's up to you. Just really want to warm up that spine. And come back to your neutral tabletop. We're going to drop down to the left elbow. Keep that right hand where it is. We're going to lift that right leg, and we're going to do hip circles. So really want you to tighten that core by lifting the belly button towards the spine. And just draw big circles, keeping the hips square to the mat. Now reverse. Come on up to your tabletop. This time we drop down, right elbow. We keep that left hand where it is. We bring that left leg up, lift that belly button to the spine and draw your big circles. Hip rotations. And reverse. Maybe this will one day prevent you from needing a hip replacement. Who knows? And come on back. Bring that right leg out onto that ball of the foot. Push back with the heel. That should feel really good in your calf muscle. And from here, we're gonna lift that right leg, lift the belly button towards the spine. We're gonna cross over that left leg. And when we do, we're gonna diagonally lift that right leg. So we're drawing like a diagonal line with that leg. So we're coming over the left leg, and then we're lifting up into that diagonal line as we breathe. One more. And bring it in. Let's take it to the other side. This time, left leg comes out onto the ball of that foot. Push back with that heel. That feels really good. Sometimes you don't even realize how tight you are to certain parts of your body until you stretch them, right? Okay, so let's bring that left leg over that right leg, and we lift in that diagonal kick. Breathing. And let's sit back in a regular child's pose. Walk those hands forward, melt that forehead to the mat. Relax through those arms and shoulders. Take a deep breath here. Maybe you do a couple wrist circles. And let's come on up, back to your neutral tabletop. And let's come into our first downward dog. Paddle those feet. Let's check our posture. Lift that tailbone towards the sky, melt that chest. Maybe you have a bend in those knees. And we're gonna lift the right leg high. Deep breath in. Exhale, open up that hip. And let's do 3 hip circles. Again, drawing circles with the knees. And let's reverse. We're going to step it up right into our pigeon. So we're going to lay that leg down in front, bent. Right knee is facing the right side of our mat. That foot can come in or out depending on how tight your hips are. We're going to lift that back leg and grab a hold of that heel or the top of the foot, or those toes. Elbows lifted towards the sky. And we're gonna breathe here. And release. Let's melt it forward. Maybe you come down to your forearms or all the way down. Let's take 3 breaths here. Really working on opening up those hips, stretching through the hips and hip flexors. It always feels good to stretch your hips, doesn't it? That's why pigeon pose is a favorite. It's really a favorite pose for most people. And let's come on back. Let's curl the back toes. We're gonna lift that knee in. See if you can come right back to your three-legged dog. If not, just come back to your downward, that's fine. Pedal through the feet. Take a deep breath. Tailbone towards the sky, melt that chest. And we're gonna lift the left leg this time. Breathe in. Exhale, we're gonna bend that knee. Draw 3 circles. And reverse. And we're gonna come forward and drop right into our pigeon pose. You might need to slide back a little bit on that back leg. That back leg is directly behind us. Hips are square to the front. Left knee is facing the left side of our mat. Bring that left hand a little closer to your front leg and lift the back leg, grabbing the heel or the top of the foot. Elbows reaching towards the sky. And we're bringing that heel towards the glute. Take a deep breath. And gently release. We're going to come forward either on the forearms or all the way down. And take a deep breath here. One more deep breath. Let's slowly begin to walk those hands up. We're going to curl the back toes under. And we lift, bring that knee towards the chest, and either come back to downward dog or three-legged dog. And bring that foot down, back to downward dog, pedal the feet. Deep breaths. Tailbone towards the sky. Let's reach that right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, we're gonna bring right knee to right elbow, come right back up. Breathe in. Exhale again. Right knee to right elbow, come right back up. Three-legged dog. Breathe in. Exhale. Right knee to right elbow. Come right back up to your three-legged dog. Big inhale. Exhale, we're going to come right into Warrior One. So you do not need to step that foot up right between the hands. It can be a little bit shorter of a distance. We're going to turn and flatten on that back foot. We slowly begin to rise. Reach those arms up overhead. And let's straighten through that front leg. We're going to heel toe that back leg open. And then we're going to bend right into Warrior Two. Relax the shoulders. Relax the elbows. Energy through those fingers. Come into Exalted Warrior. And come to your humble. Left arm over left ear. Right forearm is resting on the right thigh. Take a deep breath here. Slowly begin to bring fingertips to the mat, keeping that chest open. We straighten through the front leg. Left fingers come to the ground. And we open up into Revolve Triangle. Take a deep breath here. Frame that front foot as we begin to bend. Lift up on that back foot, standing split. Fingertips come in front. We're going to tap that toe to the mat and lift. Tap and lift. I have a bend in my rooted leg. Tapping the toe and lifting. One more time. Let's step it up and come into our forward fold. Grab a hold to those big toes with your fingers. And generous bend in the knees. We're going to melt towards those legs. Tailbone towards the sky. breath. And unravel those fingers. Let's roll it up. Breathing in, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Reach those arms overhead. Coming into steeple grip. Steeple grip is we wrap the fingers around one another except the 2 pointer fingers stay out. Shoulders should not be up by the ears. Relax the shoulders. We're in our Tadasana, except our arms are in steeple grip, not down by our sides or at our heart center. We're going to come over to the right, hips come out to the left, chest is open, we're not rounding. We're keeping that chest nice and open, spine long. Come through the center, take a breath in, exhale, over to the left this time. Come back through center. Dive it down. Come into your halfway lift. Open that chest, nice long spine. And forward fold. Let's heel toe those feet closer together. We're going to bring a deep bend into those knees. Hands come up behind. And we're going to come right into our chair pose. Utkanasana. I can never say that. Utkanasana. And forward fold. Bring those arms behind you. Deep bend in the knees. Come on up to chair pose. And forward fold. Hands come to the mat. We're going to come back to a plank. Chaturanga. Drop the knees down to modify or use 2 blocks in front of the hands to lower down onto. You want to make sure you're lowering down all at once. We take a deep breath in to come forward on the tippy toes. Exhale, elbows in at your side. Flip the feet and open it up. Upward facing dog. Turn and look over that right shoulder. Come back through center. Turn and look over that left shoulder. Back through center. Lower down. Melt. So if you find that when you're coming into your when you're coming out of your chaturanga, if you're dropping your hips down first, that's not what we want. Your body should be stiff as a board, straight as a board, and you're coming down all at once. Right? Let's grab those feet. Coming into bow pose. Keeping those knees in line with the hips. We're going to tighten the core as we lift. So let's take a big inhale. Exhale, tighten the core. And lift. And lower. Release. Hands come under the shoulders. We curl those toes. Come right back to your downward dog. Pedal the feet. Take a deep breath. And we're going to take it to the other side. Check your posture. Take an inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale, left knee to elbow. Come right back up, inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Come right back up, inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale, we step it up. Shorten our distance to come into warrior one. Rise up. Back legs activated. Bend through the front knee. Torso reaching front. We straighten on that front leg. Heel, toe, the back leg a little wider to come into warrior two. Relax the shoulders and elbows. Revolve warrior. And come right into humble. Left forearm comes on top of the left thigh. Right arm over right ear. Deep breath. One more breath. Fingertips reach for the mat. We're going to straighten on that front leg and turn. Bring the right fingertips to the mat. Twist through that torso, coming into revolve triangle. We bend on that front leg. Lift. Keep a deep bend in that rooted leg. And we tap the toe and lift. Make sure you're breathing. Step it up, forward fold. Heel toe, those feet together. Deep bend in the knees. Arms come up behind us. Deep breath in. Come right into your chair pose. Exhale. Forward fold. Deep bend in the knees. Arms come behind. Deep breath in to rise. Exhale. Forward fold. Hands come to the mat. Step it back to your plank. Chaturanga. Deep breath in. Come forward. Exhale. Lower. Flip those feet and open. Make sure those shoulders are down, away from your ears. Bring those knees to the mat. We're gonna practice crow pose. If you have a block, I suggest you get one. If you don't, because this is gonna come in really handy for you. If you don't have one today, just do the best you can. I suggest bringing hands to the mat, laying the belly on the thighs. Bring your knees to your armpits and just practice putting weight on those hands, keeping the feet on the floor, just building up that strength. If you feel a little more comfortable, you can lift one foot, then the other. If you want to take it a step further, you can drop the head onto a block and lift both feet. Keep those feet activated by pointing the toes. Keeping the core tight and gently come down. Now, same goes for chaturanga. If you're just relying on your arms and your shoulders to lower you down, then you're gonna have a hard time. You really need to activate the core, really use that core to your advantage. Your whole body is working in that position. So try not to concentrate so much on just the arms, like really activate the core, because that's gonna help you a lot. All right, stop talking, Katie. See, I take a little bit of school and then I think I know everything. Let's come into a tabletop. Lift those knees an inch off of the mat. Lift the belly button towards the spine. And we're gonna tap, tap, tap-a-roo. Tap, tap. As you breathe. And let's swing those legs around. We're going to come into a boat pose. Again, another place your block will come in very handy. If you're still working on keeping your balance, put that block behind you, right at your lower back, to lean on and lift that chest and let go. It will help you a great deal to build up that core. Spread your cheeks. If you feel comfortable without it, go ahead and lift up. You can release those hands. You can have your hands on the mat or holding onto the thighs. It's up to you. Wherever you are, we're going to twist as we straighten the right leg, twist as we straighten the left. Now, if this is too much, you can stay in your boat pose with your block, or keep those hands on the mat and just hold the boat pose. Hug it in. Bring knees to chest. Give yourself a hug. Give yourself a little back massage. And lift those legs. Interlace those hands. Bring them behind your head. We're going to do bicycle kicks. Keep a nice distance between your chin and your chest. Hug it in. Deep breath. Legs come up. Bring the upper back off of the mat. Hands down by your side. Again, keep a nice distance between chin and chest. We're not here. We're here. We're going to lower and lift. Parallel scissor kicks. As we breathe, let's bring those arms up and bring them over your head. Bring them back down. Over your head. Down. Don't give up. Over your head. Down. Hug it in. Take a deep breath. Give yourself a massage. Woo. Not heels. Feet come down. Mama's tired. Damn. All right. Let's practice our bridge pose. Hands can be down by your side. You can grab a hold of the heels if you so desire. And we begin to lift the hips to the sky. Opening through the chest. Giving a nice distance between chin and chest. Nice long neck. Shoulder blades come together. Breathe. Deep breaths. Make sure those knees are not swaying open. They need to be in line with the hips. One more deep breath. And let's lower it down. Hug those knees in. Counter pose. Bring those feet up. Grab the outsides of the feet. Coming into happy baby. We're not lifting the tailbone here. Put that tailbone down. Knees pressing down towards the mat. Feet are flexed. Opening up through those hips. Take a deep breath. And we're going to finish a little differently today. So, if you have a pillow or a blanket, grab it. We're going to do a good corpse pose. We're really gonna put some more effort into our Savasana, a little bit longer, because most people have a hard time with just staying still. And we need that more than we need a workout. I mean, we need our workout, but like, this is important. You need this time of peace, even if it's just a few minutes a day. Like, it's only gonna be like literally 3 minutes, so relax. Don't stop the video here. Like, if you wanna stop the video, you need it more than anybody. So let's lay back. I want you to put that pillow or blanket right under your lower back and lay back. I want you to relax your body completely. Bring your legs as wide as the mat. Arms open wide, like you should look like a starfish. Scan your body for any tension and release it. I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to breathe deep, slow breaths, keeping your nice, clear minds, trying to keep all the stressful thoughts and things away. Just being present with yourself in this moment right now. I'll let you know when we're done. Slowly moving our bodies gently. Don't get up quickly. Just slow movements, gentle movements. And gently turn, coming up to a seat. You can keep your eyes closed the whole time if you want. Let's end by either sitting up on that same pillow or blanket you just used, or the block. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going to finish out with 3 ohms. I haven't gotten my little water drums yet. I don't know where the hell they are. I ordered them like 3 weeks ago. I really cannot wait to incorporate those into our ending meditations. It's gonna be really awesome. All right, so sitting up straight, we're gonna take a big breath in, reach those arms overhead, hold the breath for a moment, and exhale, hands to heart. Let's finish with 3 ohms. We breathe in. So the Om is It's 3 syllables. One more time, deep breath in. I lied, one more time, deep breath in. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me for day 14. I hope you loved it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope the ending was good with you. I would like to make our Savasana, our corpse, our meditation a little more important, at least a little bit longer. So I hope you're down, because I think we all could use it. All right, have a great rest of your day. I hope to see you back tomorrow. Namaste. Hopefully I didn't scare you away.